Okay, finally, Samanekpa has destroyed the Nigerian government again in court. We saw what happened in court today, where the Nigerian government again laid another false accusation on Samanekpa that he is a liar. That he said that Ekpa said he's a lawyer, and at the same time that Samanekpa evaded paying tax in Finland. Even today we saw a new prosecutor, a witness, come to invest to indict and witness against Saman Ekpa. But from what the judge said, it's as if Saman Ekpa will become a free man any moment from now.
Definitely, that is what it is. They are trying to bring these two things together to be able to portray a certain factor. But you have seen Simon Ekpa, just recently, the last video where everybody watched that went viral all over the world, that Simon Ekpa is already sending a strong signal that is coming back, and as it's coming back, is going to mean a lot of things for Nigeria, for Finland government, and the rest of the world. The global community are gathering momentum also concerning Simon Ekpa's case with Finland. A lot of people has already dismissed that Simon Ekpa's case is a clear sign of Biafran freedom. Well, what Alexander Stubb wanted to achieve with this process, because if I to give you an insight of the development of what transpired in Finland court today, in as much as they keep on changing, maybe make merry go round, bringing new prosecutor, whatever they are bringing. They have now moved from treasonable charges, move out from terrorism charges. They are facing tax evasion and all that. And the lawyer to Simon Ekpa, Gumerus, has made it very clearly there's no cause for alarm. You can see the whole Biafra government structure, the leadership is already in court with Nigerian delegates there. Let me just use that word, who are busy bringing all manner of witnesses and there that does not hold water. So the Finland government has actually moved out from the angle we are actually thinking they are going to pursue this case to a final conclusion. But it wasn't what it is currently now. So the diversion to the issue that has to do with tax inversion, not paying bills, his personality and all that. Simon Ekpa has been part of this government. In fact, it was his party that gave victory to Alexander Stubb presidency. And the people that he built his political structure on to become one of the leaders within his jurisdiction in Finland are the Jewish people, are Israelis. They are still in the government there. So you can see that these things are just ways the French government, Emmanuel Macron, the man in Asurog, which Erufai defined as evil, and the other interests of the northern extraction, who does not want this reality to get to the world. They are the people behind this thing we are saying now. But no matter how you are going to see it, let us look deeply and understand that there is an international law, there is an international treaty, there is an international national law that guides against a citizenship. Simon Ekpa, to be very candid, is a citizen of Finland. Not only citizen, he is not hiding his identity. So whatever they are bringing up in terms of see how they are going to corrupt him, of course, from what we are hearing, Simon Ekpa is supposed to be set free today for lack of evidence, just like what we are experiencing now in Nigerian court over Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the clear picture. So we are seeing it as something that will definitely come. And if it comes at that point, what is the expectation of Nigerians? What is the expectation of people who are bent on nailing Simon Ekpa? No matter how you see it, no matter how you look at it, the Biafran government in the exile is working deeply, seriously, to get the global attention on the Biafran globalization agenda, which Simon Ekpa has already backed on. It's going to be victory for Biafran government in the exile. It's going to be victory for Biafrans all over the world. It's going to be victory for Africa, and also all Biafrans in Finland and around the world. This is a sign. I continue to share this video as I'm telling you, and that's the development in the court. The matter would have been, because we are looking at the next court appearance, definitely, but Simon Ekpa has been moved to a very conducive atmosphere, because for now, so far so good. no charges nothing has been found against him. Of course, we will also learn that there were some delegates that came to Nigeria from Finland, given the pressure coming from the ICC, the international community, to actually present to the Finnish government and the judicial system over there on the reason why more of thousands of Simonekpa is already in the pipeline and waiting to explode, given the killings, in the entire eastern Biafran territory land. And so those investigations and the global outcry over what happened in Benue are happening in some part of the eastern part of the country. That is exactly what they are going to use as a yardstick. No matter how Alexander Stubb would have pretended to have not known anything that has to do with what is happening in Nigeria and why thousands of the likes of Simonekpa will always appear and reappear at any given time. So it's a very clear thing. So the document has already been presented to, of course, acknowledged by the Finnish government, and that is the angle where we are going to talk about the international law. And if you look at the international law, according to United Nations Charter, everybody have right to self-determination. Everybody have right to defend him or herself in the midst of political stagnation, economic blockage, right of fundamental human rights, right of living, and people have right to defend themselves, and that's what Simonekpa stood for. And that is why you can see there's massive delegates from Biafran government all over the world, and not only that, Simonekpa has continued to work from where he is currently now, making sure that there's a powerful coordination to fortify his legal squad, group, fortify with international renowned sound legal luminary, to face whatever that's going to come out in case the case is able to turn the other side at the end of the day. But I can tell you that by September this year, or before that time, definitely, if the news we are getting from that, definitely he must be released today. But from what we are getting now, by September or before September, there's also a background, negotiation going on. But what Simonekpa has made very clear to everybody that Biafra remain unnegotiable. You cannot negotiate Biafra with anybody.
Although I told the judges, but do you not think this we make Nigeria government more infuriated with what he was so confident that he will keep fighting for Biafra?
Yes, that's the major thing of why he was being the gang up that led to his arrest and the compromise, because we learned that the freest nation in the world, Finland is one of the freest nations in the world, and they know how they got themselves freed from the grip of Russia. So I know that to an extent, that's why we are seeing more Finnish government. And you see, Macron and Bola Ahmed Tinubu played a certain role, because we saw that at the end of the day, Macron and Alexander Stubb, they seem to be close friends, and that was what led to what we are saying. He must have been influenced by Macron, and Tinubu would have been the man behind the deal. At the end of the day, that's all that happened, But you can see Macron and Bola Ahmed Tinubu have severe relationship, and this thing is what is actually playing out. We saw the last court appearance of Simonekpa. We saw what happened. We saw the body language and the signal he was giving to Biafrans everywhere. That victory is definitely assured. Even at that, they launched the Biafran embassy in Washington. And not only that, we now have a European command of headquarters of IPOB in Germany now. So a lot of things is going on the ground. Biafran is spreading their wings globally. And of course, whatever it is, Simonekpa is victorious.
Okay, thank you.